first battle of Panipat. Okay. Hello students. Today we are going to discuss about first battle of Panipat. So previously also we have discussed about many topics. Okay. Have you all gone through those topics? You go through them and copy all the important points. Okay. Now today we are going to discuss about first battle of Panipat. This is very important topic and it is only for short notes. Okay, but it is very important. So this is a topic for BA first year, BA second year students, third sem. So the first battle of Panipat had great historical significance. Its importance is immemorable. That means it cannot be forgotten. All the Mughal rulers, they are very capable, efficient, responsible. Okay, whatever the work assigned to them, they used to do without making any delay. And even though all the Mughal rulers, they are Sunni Muslims, they did not show any religious partiality. They treated all the religions equally. So they are a role model for future generation. Okay, they are a role model for future generation. So they brought political unity and administrative uniformity in the country. These Mughal rulers, they brought political unity. Politically there was a unity. If king says something, so you have to do like this, means all the ministers used to listen to him. They used to obey him. So they brought political unity as well as administrative uniformity. In this way their administration was very good. Now here we are going to discuss about first battle of Panipat, which led to the establishment of Mughal administration in India. So this first battle of Panipat, it took place on 21st April 1526 between Babur and Ibrahim Lodi. Okay. So Babur was the founder of Mughal administration in India. So where is this Panipat? Panipat was a place near Haryana. So which is at north side. Okay. This battle was fought for establishing Mughal administration in India. So Battle of Panipat, the Lodi dynasty has an Afghan dynasty that was ruled by the Delhi Sultanates from 1451 to 1526. So before the emergence of Mughal dynasty, there was a Sultanate period that was going on in India. So with the Sultanates only, Muslim rule has started. This Delhi Sultanate period is divided into 5 kingdoms. That is slave dynasty. Qutbuddin Aibak was the founder of slave dynasty. Then we have Khilji dynasty. The founder of Khilji dynasty was Jalaluddin Khilji. Then we have Tughlaq dynasty. The prominent member of Tughlaq dynasty was Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. Then we have Sayyid dynasty. Then we have Lodi dynasty. So Bahlul Khan Lodi was the founder of Lodi dynasty. So Lodi dynasty was also otherwise known as Afghans dynasty. So Lodi dynasty was the last kingdom of Sultanate period. Among all the Lodi rulers, or Afghan rulers, the most prominent and efficient ruler was Ibrahim Lodi. So Lodis were also called as Afghans. You remember that. Okay. So why people wanted to establish Mughal rule in India? People wanted to establish Mughal rule in India to put an end to Afghans' supremacy. They don't want to continue Afghan rule in India. Babur wanted to conquer whole of India. So this first battle of Panipat led to the establishment of Mughal administration in India. So Mughal supremacy was dominated. It got great historical importance. If Mughals would have not entered India, we would have not had the 7 wonders of the world, Taj Mahal, Red Fort, which was also known as Lal Killa, Moti Masjid, Jama Masjid, and all those things. They are the most important historical monuments which were done under Mughal rule. They have got great historical importance not only in India but also throughout the world. So Mughal rulers are role model for future generation. Even though all the Mughal rulers were Sunni Muslims, they treated all the religions equally. Beginning from Babur, the first ruler of Mughal dynasty was Babur, and the last ruler of Mughal dynasty was Bahadur Shah. Okay, we have 3 Panipats. The first battle of Panipat, the second battle of Panipat, and the third battle of Panipat. From among these 3 Panipats, any one is very, very important for examination point of view. Before you have studied about Panipats, you have studied about battle of Tarayans. First battle of Tarayan, second battle of Tarayan. Like that, now you are going to study about first battle of Panipat. All these battles have great historical significance. They are decisive battles, and each battle resulted in getting some good result for India. The Lodi dynasty has an Afghan dynasty that ruled the Delhi Sultanate from 1451 to 1526. So Lodi dynasty was the last dynasty of Delhi Sultanate period. Its rule from 1451 to 1526. It was the last dynasty of Delhi Sultanate and was founded by Bahlul Khan Lodi. This Lodi dynasty was founded by Bahlul Khan Lodi. He was replaced by Sayyid dynasty. After Sayyid dynasty, Lodi dynasty came into existence, came into power. Bahlul Khan Lodi, 1451 to 1489, was the nephew and son-in-law of Malik Shah Lodi, the governor of Punjab. Then after him, Sikandar Lodi came to power from 1489 to 1517. He was also a great ruler, the second son of Bahlul Khan Lodi. After Sikandar Lodi, Ibrahim Lodi came into power from 1517 to 1526. Ibrahim Lodi was the last ruler of Afghan's dynasty. He was a very capable, efficient, responsible person. He never used to delay the work. He was very systematic and in a organized manner he used to keep the record work. The son of Sikandar was the last ruler of Sultan of Delhi. He had excellent qualities as warrior and he was rash and impolite. So it is having all the excellent qualities and at the same time he was impolite towards others. That means he is not having discipline. Even though he is possessing good qualities, he doesn't know how to behave with others. He is impolite. So he is very arrogant. That's why there are some historians who came from foreign countries. They said, like for example Irfan Habib, they said that Indians are very intelligent but they don't share their ideas with rest of the people. They are very arrogant. So we should not be like that. So we should have some helping nature. Okay. So great warrior. Warrior means what? Who is very versed in doing wars. He is called as a warrior. He has excellent qualities as warrior and in his decisions and actions. So now we will discuss about first battle of Panipat. First battle of Panipat was fought on 21st April 1526 at place called Panipat near Haryana. After losing Samarkand for the second time, Babur gave his time for conquering India. Okay, at the very younger age, Babur has came to the throne. Maybe at the age of 11, he has come to the throne. So he wanted to conquer India. He reached the banks of Chenab in 1519. Until 1524, his aim was to expand his rule to Punjab. At first he thought of conquering only Punjab to fulfill his ancestors' desire and legacy, since it used to be the part of his empire. At the same time, he wanted to conquer all the other places of India. So there was a battle that took place between Babur and Ibrahim Lodi, that is known as the first battle of Panipat. Before going to start the battle of Panipat, Babur wanted to conquer Lahore and Punjab. So for conquering Lahore and Punjab also, there was a war that went on between Babur and Ibrahim Lodi. In that battle, Ibrahim Lodi made ill tricks and had defeated Babur. So Babur has realized the ill tricks played by Ibrahim Lodi, and he do not want to let Ibrahim Lodi to come to Punjab. So Babur did not allow Ibrahim Lodi to occupy Punjab. Okay. So Ibrahim Lodi then for already I told you that after conquest of Lahore and Punjab, Babur marched towards Panipat to establish Mughal administration in India. Babur wanted to defeat Ibrahim Lodi and wanted to establish Mughal administration in India. Okay. So Babur divided his army into 3 parts using his war tactics. These war tactics were called as Tulguma. This means dividing the whole army into 3 parts. Tulguma means what? Dividing the whole army into 3 parts. The right part, the left part and central part. Babur further subdivided his right and left units into rear and forward units. He had got all well-trained soldiers. The soldiers were trained. They had good war tactics. Babur men surrounded whole army of Ibrahim Lodi. Central unit of Babur men were proved to be very effective. All these conditions created confusion to army of Ibrahim Lodi. Once Babur men surrounded Lodi, then they started attacking from all sides with muskets, fire cannons, cavalry, infantry. So Ibrahim Lodi's army was incapable, inefficient. Babur army, with the help of gunpowder against Lodi's army, Lodi were surprised to see battle for the first time. So these Lodi people, before, they were very capable rulers. So that's why they are surprised to see the battle for the first time, and his army has no power against Babur's army to defeat. It took nearly 3 hours of time. Ibrahim Lodi, and it also took 3 hours to know the strategy used by Babur. Most of his army was killed. So Ibrahim Lodi's army was killed by the war tactics used by Babur. Babur with his war tactics defeated Ibrahim Lodi. Ibrahim Lodi was dead on 21st April 1526. Thus, Sultan ended. The Sultan rule ended. The Delhi Sultanate period ended. The last dynasty of Lodi ended. This resulted in establishment of Mughal administration in India. So, Babur was the founder of Mughal administration in India. So, how Mughal administration came into existence means by defeating Ibrahim Lodi at Panipat in the first battle of Panipat, which took place on 21st April 1526. So Mughal administration came into force on 21st April 1526. Babur was the first king of Mughal rule in India. So its results. What are its results? The first battle of Panipat had significant place in the history of India. It has a great significant place in the history of India. It firmly secured the establishment of Mughal in India. It firmly secured the establishment of Mughal administration in India. Okay. So all these Mughal rulers, maybe they have ruled nearly about 3.5 centuries. The Mughal Empire as well as the Mughal dynasty secured a permanent place. It had secured permanent place and ended the Sur dynasty. It also ended the Afghans dynasty. It made them weak. It made Afghan rulers weak. It also brought to an end the Afghans' supremacy. So it brought to an end the Afghans' supremacy. No more the Afghans were superior to other rulers of India. So it brought to an end the Afghans' supremacy in the country. They had to be subservient to Mughal hereafter. So they have to be, these Afghan rulers have to be subordinate to Mughal rulers. Finally, it extended the boundaries of the Mughal Empire. Finally, what happened? This Mughal administration has extended the boundaries of Mughal Empire from Jaunpur in the east to Kabul in the west. So, this is the result of first battle of Panipat, which has great historical significance and its importance is immemorable and unforgotten. Thank you.